This is my desk setup for 2025. Minimal, optimized, and crafted for creative, deep work. Now, whether you're editing, studying, or building your business from home, this space might give you a few ideas to level up your own. So let me show you some upgrades that you can do for your own setup. The first principle of this setup is clarity. Everything on this desk is here for a reason. Either it serves a functional purpose or it sparks inspiration. I've intentionally removed anything that didn't earn its place. That's also why I decided to sell my desktop computer. I wanted to embrace mobility and streamline my workflow, allowing me to get more done on the go without being tied to a single space. When I'm working from home, I keep it minimal and efficient. I use a single monitor, which fits perfectly with the type of work I do. Combined with my laptop screen, it provides just enough screen real estate for multitasking without overwhelming me with too many distractions. To keep the desk clean and open, I use a wireless keyboard, although with my on the go lifestyle lately, I mostly stick to my laptop's built in keyboard. Comfort and simplicity guide my key choices. For a mouse, I use the Logitech Lift. Its ergonomic vertical design significantly reduces wrist strain during long editing and creative sessions. It's one of those subtle but meaningful upgrades that really enhances daily comfort and productivity. A clutter free space leads to a clutter free mind. That mindset is the foundation of my entire setup. A clean, intentional workspace helps me think more clearly, stay focused, and create at a higher level. Finally, everything is seamlessly connected through an Ivanki docking station. When I sit down at my desk, I only need to plug in a single cable, and just like that, everything is ready to go. Lighting is what transforms a desk into a workspace you actually want to use. The lighting in my room has never really appealed to me. It's that harsh, warm orange tone that doesn't do much for productivity or mood. That's why I usually bounce the light from my video light off the white walls. This creates a soft, diffused ambient glow that feels much more natural and inviting. It helps me set a calming atmosphere, especially in the evenings, without relying on that unflattering overhead lamp. I've been toying with the idea of adding some ambient lighting behind or around the desk to enhance the workspace at night, but since I tend to work from different locations and stay mobile, it's not a priority investment, at least not for now. This minimalist lighting setup keeps me focused, calm, and energized no matter the time of the day. A good workspace starts with the right foundation, and mine is still a work in progress. Right now, I'm working with a pretty basic setup when it comes to furniture. I don't have yet a premium or height adjustable work table, which is something I've had my eye on for a while. And when it comes to seating, it's humble, but it works. My chair is very simple, no fancy mesh design, no sleek curves, just a straightforward build with some basic lumbar support. But for what it is, it's actually been a reliable companion over the years. It's been through countless late night editing sessions, planning marathons, and brainstorming sprints, and it's still standing strong. It may not offer the comfort or adjustability of a high end ergonomic chair, but it does just enough to keep me focused without distractions. That said, I do feel limitations creeping in, especially during longer stretches of deep work. So, a proper ergonomic chair is definitely part of my vision for a future workspace, something that fits better with the creative and technical demands of my daily routine. Because I prefer to stay mobile, most of my tech essentials are always with me. I've built my workflow around flexibility. Whether I'm working from a cafe, traveling, or editing on the go, I like to keep my gear lightweight and portable. That means most of my tech gadgets, my laptop, camera, external SSDs, and cables are usually packed neatly in my everyday carry bag, ready to move when I do. As a result, my desk setup at home stays intentionally minimal. I only keep the core essential tools I regularly use when I'm stationary. The main piece is, of course, my external monitor, which provides a larger, more comfortable workspace when I'm editing videos or multitasking. Next to it, I have a 3-in-1 wireless charger I picked up from the secondhand market for just 10 euros. It charges my phone, AirPods, and Apple Watch in one place and helps keep my workspace tidy and wire free. To tie everything together, I use a USB C docking station. It's the heart of the setup, connecting my monitor charger, SSDs, and other peripherals with just one cable. Also keep a dedicated USB-C cable on the desk, mostly for offloading footage from my Lumix GH6 to my laptop after shoots. It's simple, but having it easily accessible saves me time and hassle when I'm deep in the editing zone. As for input, my Logitech Lift mouse stays mostly stationary on the desk. It's paired with a wool mousepad I found on AliExpress, surprisingly good quality for the price. It adds a bit of texture and comfort to the space, which I appreciate in a setup that leans toward practicality and clean design. All in all, this desk isn't about showing off gear, it's about creating a space that complements my mobile lifestyle while keeping me focused and productive when I'm at home. Let's talk gear. Here is what powers my creative workflow. At the heart of my setup is the Dell Latitude 5530, running an Intel i5 1235U processor. On paper, it's a business class laptop, not something you typically associate with heavy creative tasks, but don't let that fool you. After upgrading it to 32 gigabytes of RAM, it transformed into a surprisingly capable machine. That extra memory made a huge difference when working with high-resolution files, raw video images, and running multiple creative apps like Adobe Premiere Pro, Lightroom, and Photoshop simultaneously. What I love about this laptop is its balance. It's portable enough to take with me wherever I go, yet powerful enough to anchor my setup when I'm home. It's helped me maintain that mobile first workflow I've grown to value. Less is more, and especially when it comes to screens. I used to run a dual monitor setup with one of the displays being the Samsung Space Monitor, a VA panel that I also used for gaming. It had a cool form factor and saved some space on the desk, but when it came to color critical work like photo editing and video grading, it just didn't hold up. The colors were inconsistent, the viewing angles weren't great, and overall it lacked the precision I needed it for my creative projects. So I made a deliberate decision to simplify and focus on quality over quantity. I sold a second monitor and now use a single Samsung G50A monitor as my main external display. It features a 1440p IPS panel with HDR support, which makes a massive difference when it comes to clarity, contrast, and color accuracy. The IPS technology offers much more consistent and vibrant visuals, and HDR helps bring out details in both shadows and highlights, ideal for editing footage and fine-tuning visuals. It's also worth mentioning that going with a single high-quality monitor helped me reduce visual clutter and stay more focused during editing sessions. Having fewer distractions on screen actually improved my workflow. Overall, this setup may not scream flashy, but every decision behind it is intentional. It's lean, efficient, and powerful enough to support my creative output whether I'm at home editing or packing up for a shoot. You know, this setup is always evolving. So if there is something that you personally know that I could make an upgrade of, let me know in the comments down below because I always love to discover things that really make a big difference. And hey, if you stuck around this long in a video, you probably vibe with this kind of content. So if you want to see more of this, you know what to do. That was it for me today, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.